Fortnite's M&M update is here, and with it comes new mythics, choppas, live event teasers, and more. Let's land at the grotto, see what's new. Well, actually, we're at Mom's Spaghetti. When you land here, you'll hear an M&M instrumental. But once you start fighting Slim Shady, things get serious, and he starts rapping. Take him out, he'll join your team just like Snoop Dogg and drop you his insane exclusive mythic, RG's minigun. You'll even get a keycard to go rob the vault and steal all his precious loot. But that's not all. M&M is also giving free items around the map. Look out for the iconic llamas. And this time they have a new design, themed entirely for M&M. Even his trailer has a secret reference. It is full of comic book panels and transitions, which is something he has done in multiple music videos, like Without You. You can buy his Rap Boy Reloaded outfit using code T5G, helped us make videos like this one, but our next stop is the side of the Grotto's mountain. Epic added a parody of the Hollywood sign just for M&M. But finally, we can all rejoice because the most anticipated vehicle in years has returned, choppas. Don't even have to explain how often they kept teasing this. I'm just glad that we now can go to a helipad and actually have a chance of grabbing a helicopter. It has been so long. While you're enjoying the dozens of choppas, you need to pay attention to what's on the ground. Adventurer Sky is going on a small journey, which foreshadows the future of Fortnite REMIX. Right now, she's driven to this empty patch of land in the top left, and if you were around in Chapter 2, you know it's meant to be up here. The shark. Talk to her and she'll mention that we're not the shark she's looking for. Of course, this is a teaser for next week's update that brings Ice Spice to the game. After that happens, she'll move to a different location to officially tease Juice WRLD, but we'll get to that soon because she's not the only one foreshadowing Ice Spice. Hope is too. In her voice log, she confirms her arc can see the future, and now it's in action as Hope has sprayed ice onto a shed. It's just not the world's biggest surprise considering Fortnite put her in the trailer and live event. Her art is more important in the grotto, as she's drawn Dr. Sloan all over the walls again, confirming the story with the IO might not be over after all. In the same room, you can find a table with maps on it, and they show an E-sign for M&M at the grotto, a question mark at the shark for Ice Spice, and then there's one over on the beach. This gives us official confirmation of where Juice WRLD's POI will be in the final week of November. While you'll have to wait to see it in action, you won't have to wait to unlock this season's secret outfit. That's how you know this is gonna be a short season, because Dynamo TNTina is now already available. Once you complete week 1 challenges, you'll get her outfit for free, assuming you own the battle pass. And soon, her second page will unlock, giving us our very first kicks in Fortnite. As for new weapons, today's update has been full of them, and fans are extra excited about the return of the classic bolt-action sniper. Not only is it available in epic rarity, you can find the common, green, and blue ones around the map, giving us even more nostalgia for what snipers used to feel like. In fact, you could even get a legendary bolt in chests and supply drops if you're lucky enough. Joins the list of many unvaulted items that have made a surprise appearance in REMIX. Today, we got the return of the 6-shooter, but players are more focused on a much more destructive item, the grenade launcher. Combo this with the fact bouncers are back, and it's gonna make for some nostalgic clips. Also, the suppressed SMG is here to truly bring back spray and pray. Now draw your attention over to Dirty Docks, where Epic messed up. While updating the map, it looks like one of the developers accidentally changed the landscape again. It happened last season where a random hill appeared out of nowhere, leading fans to call him Hilbert. It looks like fans have already jumped on this new mistake, calling it Holbert. I kinda love it. I hope it doesn't get removed. It's not the only secret hiding in REMIX. If you climb to the top of this random hill, you'll find a small armchair. Anyone who follows the mini storylines of Fortnite will know all about what this means. This is the secret return of the shrinking chair. By the end of the season, it'll probably be the size of like a golf ball. Now there's a weapon lurking in Fortnite REMIX that you probably had no idea was on the map. Go fishing and there's a chance you'll catch a Mythic Goldfish. In the past, you could only find this in a specific lake and the chances were literally 1 in 1 million. But Epic want to make this thing accessible for more people. So they have increased the chances of finding what was once the rarest item in Fortnite, now giving us 1 in 10,000 odds. There is even the possibility you'll find it in a chest. If there is one thing we all went looking for this season, it's the most famous Easter egg in Fortnite history, the Simpsons donut. I mean, be honest, everyone saw Steamy Stacks was back and only cared about finding Homer's lunch, and I'm pleased to report it's still on the map, but with a secret update. Now there's more donuts than ever just for extra chaos, which is funny considering Disney owns a stake in Epic Games now, so The Simpsons coming to Fortnite, it's totally possible. Now let's talk about Midas, the most polarizing figure in the whole battle pass. Combining Meowscles and Midas is definitely a choice, but despite your thoughts on it, you can't deny Epic didn't put a bunch of thought into this design. In the last Secrets video, we talked about a special version of the Golden Touch, but what I didn't show you was the detail in his edit styles. If you have reactive turned on, Meowdus will slowly turn gold, but instead of the Midas hand, he has Midas paw prints. Kind of adorable. And it's time to rejoice because you can finally get hit by the sedan again. For the past week, fans have been avoiding the OG car like the plague because it meant certain death. One of the funniest glitches out there, but with today's update, it's been fixed. Now, you probably paid less attention to some of the classic POIs that have made a return, especially when Snoop Dogg has marked them. Land at Frenzy Farm, Risky Reels, even the Ego Outpost, and you might spot this spray on the walls. I've already talked about it, but Hope told us her art reveals the future, so does this mean we'll see these locations taken over as the season progresses? Well, if you go ask the man himself, you'll have to take him out to grab his Mythic Drum Gun, which has even more detail than Midas's ever did. Got a collar around the barrel, a dog head on the end, and even palm trees on the magazine. Not to mention, whenever you shoot and reload, the smoke is Snoop's logo. He has even given out golden gifts in real life. After an appearance on Kai's stream, Epic had given him a bunch of merch to give away, including a golden llama chain and Peely bracelet. Thanks to the return of shakedowns, finishing opponents has never felt more satisfying. But combine this with the sedan's knockback glitch, and players managed to create an entire scene from Invincible.
Oh, he died in the fall!
You could also recreate a moment from most cartoons with the new Light It Up emote. It was in the shop for the start of the season, but if hiding in plain sight wasn't enough, you'll even be bothered by a butterfly attracted to the lamp. Of course, we're at Fortnite, so instead of using a moth, we got a Rift butterfly. Not the only magical creature to appear suddenly, because comp players have been fighting in the endgame only for a llama to spawn out of nowhere. Not sure if it's a bug or a new feature to give an extra supply towards the end of the match, but who knows? If one randomly spawns in your box, you were given the biggest advantage yet. Now maybe you're just playing to reminisce about the old days of Chapter 2, and if you drop at Hydro 16 wondering if the old Easter egg is still there, you'd be in luck. Break the wall above the second stairway, and you'll enter a completely sealed room with only some candles, a golden toilet, and a gnome. But what Easter egg could beat having the once-in-a-lifetime chance to play on 2 maps at once? That's right, some players recently booted up Reload, only to find themselves on both the Chapter 2 and Oasis Island at the same time. It just completely merged them, creating weird POIs and flooding half the map. Too bad it was in a tournament because all the sweats backed out instead of exploring. Now I guess the Noah house accidentally predicted a flood once again. If you remember, back in Chapter 2, no one really paid much attention to this place, even after we realized it spelled out Noah when you look at it from above. Turns out, it was a giant warning for the flood season all along, and now it's back as a warning we don't even need this time. Over in Reload's new map, there's tons of Chapter 2 secrets that no one is talking about. In the desert, you can find the classic giant chair that most people forgot about, along with the rock head looking out towards the ocean. There's even a small golf course, which is the first time we've had this on the map in a long time. I don't really add stuff like this anymore because toys haven't been in the game for like half a decade, but it's nice for us OGs to be able to play golf again. Now you might have missed it, but OG Factories is even here, which is pretty surprising considering this map is meant to be inspired by Chapter 2. Now it's just sitting in the middle of the desert, and I'm not complaining, it was my drop spot in the OG days. We're on the road to 7 million subscribers, hit that button if you haven't already. It's been Tommy, keep it here on Top 5 Gaming. Wow, what a long pause. Dramatic effect.